Guys, so we talked about my 10 best films of 2015. Now it's time to talk about my personal worst films of 2015. There's not 10 of them because I didn't see 10 bad movies this year. I'm sure there's more than 10 bad movies out there. But of the ones I saw, like I said, I haven't seen every single movie this year. These are the movies that I saw this year that I have a lot of problems with. Either I didn't really care for it or I just downright hated the film. Let's get right in to my personal worst films of 2015. Number 6, Spy. If you saw my review of it, I gave it like a C. I gave it a fair rating. I didn't hate the film. I thought the film had some redeeming qualities about it. It's just, out of all the films I've seen this year, it doesn't make the top 10 best. It doesn't make the honorable mentions out of the best. But it's okay, but I was hoping it would be a lot better than what it was. Number 5, Pixels. Pixels is not a good movie. It's not. There are, like I said, with Spy, there are some redeeming qualities about it. I think Spy has more redeeming qualities about it than Pixels does, but, I mean, Adam Sandler, I think his time has run its course. Kubert was awesome in the film. Josh Gad's fucking hilarious. He's the most hilarious one in the fucking movie. I really like Peter Dinklage in the movie. There are some good things about it, but overall, guys, this movie's kind of a piece of crap. I mean, it is. I mean, there's really not much more I can say about it. Like I said, some redeeming qualities. I think I gave it something, I can't remember my exact grade for it, but it's around the D range. Number 4, Minions. Minions is... I'm not a fan of the Minions, okay? I'm really getting annoyed of the Minions fast. I've been annoyed of the Minions for a long time. Despicable Me 1. Not really a fan of that movie. Despicable Me 2. I enjoy Despicable Me 2 quite a bit. In fact, I bought it on Blu-ray. And the Minions work great as side characters in the Despicable Me movie. And one of my big concerns with the Minion movie is that, okay, I don't think these characters can work as a main character, and they don't. They don't. You can't do a movie based around just the Minions. There has to be more to it than that. And they try to do more to it than that. It just didn't really work. I did like Sandra Bullock in the movie. I liked Michael Keaton in the movie. It's just, that's it. That's all I really care. There's this one part where one of the Minions, I don't know the fucking Minions' names, but one of the Minions is rocking out to some Van Halen, and that part was pretty cool. But other than that, I don't like the Minions. But tied with the Minions, because I couldn't decide which one was worse. The SpongeBob movie, Sponge Out of Water. And, I grew up on SpongeBob, or at least the first few seasons of it, and I do enjoy the first few seasons of it. I mean, I still kind of make fun of it, but, that's what you do. And the first SpongeBob movie that came out, 10 years ago, I liked that one. This one, I was hoping I would like it. I didn't, really. It had some funny moments, but overall, Antonio Banderas was really bad in the movie. All the stuff when they try to do the CG animation when they're on the land and shit, when they're actually out of the water, it's just... And by the way, the trailers for this was just bad marketing. It's a total lie. They're not... You would think from the trailers that they're going to be on the land for at least the second half of the movie. It's not. It's really the last 15 minutes of the movie, and that was disappointing. But all the stuff when they're on land is just pure garbage. If you're stoned, you might have a weird time with this movie. That's about all I can say. Didn't really care for it overall. I did like some of the stuff when it was just the pure 2D animation when they were under the sea. Under the sea, I did kind of like some of that stuff, but not enough to save the movie for me. Number 3, Paul Blart Mall Cop 2. I will defend the first Paul Blart, and I might have to review it. Another film I saw that I didn't review because I just didn't get around to it. But, like I said, I have fun with the first Mall Cop. I still have fun with the first Mall Cop. I enjoy it for what it is. Is it supposed to be an Oscar contender? No, it's not. But I do kind of like Kevin James, and I think he's great as Paul Blart. This movie, though, I don't know what went wrong. I cannot defend the second Paul Blart at all, whatsoever. Even as a fan of the first one, there's really nothing for me to like about this movie. I really don't have any redeeming qualities that I saw in Paul Blart Mall Cop 2. I pure hated that movie. Fuck Paul Blart Mall Cop 2. Please do not make a third one. Number 2, Seventh Son. Alright, Seventh Son, I saw like the first 15-20 minutes of it. It was at a drive-in theater, and it was playing with Furious 7, and I seen Furious 7 like 2 or 3 times when it was in the cinemas and stuff like that. And one of the times was at a drive-in theater, and it was Furious 7 and then Seventh Son. I tried to get into Seventh Son, I really did. Jeff Bridges and Julianne Moore, good actors, but damn, was this movie awful from what I saw. And no, like I Frankenstein last year, my worst movies of 2014 video, I said that I couldn't even finish it. Seventh Son, I couldn't finish it. But I finished I Frankenstein much, much later, and no, it didn't get any better. So I'm probably going to try to give it another chance at some point. Anytime soon? Probably not. Anytime within the next 5 years? Who knows? But Seventh Son, from what I saw, it's pure garbage. The CGI is awful. All the accents that the actors have in that movie, I think is fucking awful. But yeah, like I said, I didn't see that much of it, but from what I saw, I don't think it gets any better. And from the reviews I saw, it doesn't get any better. And my worst movie of 2015, Fantastic Four. Fantastic Bore, Fan-4-Stick, whatever you want to call it. I ranted on this movie enough. I really don't want to spend too much more time talking about it, other than that's an awful, garbage piece of shit abortion of a fucking movie. Yeah, I called it an abortion. That's what it should have got. It should have got aborted by Fox. It's an abomination against humanity, and I fucking hate Fan-4-Stick, Fantastic Four. As a comic book fan, it hurts me to say that one of these movies is so bad. Because there have been a few bad comic book... Like I said, there have been a few bad comic book movies. Batman and Robin, TMNT 3, there's just, the list goes on and on but I thought we were past that stage. Personally, I thought that most of us were at the stage where it's either going to be a good comic book film or a great comic book film. If it's not great, it's still good. Fantastic Four, it feels like we're right back into the late 90s, early 2000s again with these bad fucking comic book movies. I mean, it can't be that hard to do a Fantastic Four movie proper. God damn. Even X-Men, who had a couple bumps in the road with X-Men Origins and stuff like that, they ended up turning themselves around. 3 strikes, you're out. There's been 3 theatrical released Fantastic Four movies, and all 3 times failed. Even though I don't mind the first one. Like, I don't hate it as much as other people do, but Silver Surfer and this new one can fucking go die for all I care. Yeah. Fuck Fantastic Four. So, that's all I got for my worst movies of 2015. Like I said, I'm sure there's a bunch more movies out there that are really, really bad that I just did not get around to seeing. So, yeah, let me know some of your worst movies of 2015 down in the comment section below. Like the video, share, and subscribe. Just do it!